What's up, King Puka Nation? This is your boy King Coop King in the house with your NFL Week 1 picks. Man, are you ready? In a couple hours from now, from recording this, it's gonna be the kickoff of the NFL season. Are you fucking ready? Yeah, so we're gonna have the Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. Now, the Rams, I think favored 2.5 against the Bills. You know, this is gonna be in Hollywood and Los Angeles. But this is gonna be the LA required Allen Robinson, and from the Bears, and I know they lost a couple pieces. They lost Von Miller, so this is gonna be the Von Miller era for the Buffalo Bills. Um, so he's gonna want to prove it wrong to the Los Angeles Rams that they should have paid him. I mean, he should have left the Rams, because what would you want to leave the champions, and they want to try to repeat. So I'm gonna be picking the Buffalo Bills to win this game. I don't think that it's gonna take Los Angeles is gonna repeat this year as champs. So I know that they LA has some big names. As I said, they had Allen Robinson, big name out there, but I know they just lost. I don't know if OBJ I don't know where he went, or if he went to another team, but man, um, man, you're gonna have Stefan Diggs versus Cooper Cup. What a matchup, man! Uh, the over and under is 52, and man, eh, I want to say the Buffalo Bills are gonna win this game. In game two, we're gonna go to the Dirty South, Atlanta, where they're gonna play the Saints. And this is gonna be the first game Michael Thomas is supposedly gonna play in this game. Um, you know, uh, this is gonna be, I think, the second era. Since Payne, Sean Payne left the Saints, but I don't know. Is it James Winston, or is it gonna be Andy Dalton? So but yeah, give me the New Orleans Saints to win this and win in the Dirty South against the Falcons, and formerly known Ryan Pace. He's with the Atlanta Falcons, so definitely want the Saints to beat him. So yeah, then we're going to Shaq Town, my city. You know, where Chicago Bears are gonna be opening this season, and they want to prove a lot of these people wrong, especially sports media wrong, saying that you know the sports media saying that they're gonna go they're not gonna win any games, or they're gonna win a couple games and like that, because no, I mean, they just don't understand that Ryan Pace put this team in cap hell, and we haven't able to get the players, and mostly they don't like us because we don't have the names like they want us, because so Ryan Poles is trying to fix this situation, and I think if I look in the preseason, I like it when I'm in. I think they're gonna prove a lot of people wrong, but this team is gonna look very different from the preseason. So I know we required Watson, and we got Armit Smith, Marset from the Vikings. Those were the two players that got. I think they were cut, or they were in the free. Cut. So the Brian Pauls picked them up. So yeah, I can't wait. I don't know. I want to see Brian. Pringle. I want to see him. But man, um, you know, this is gonna be against the 49ers. This is gonna be a new era, for Trey Lance. The 49ers, they got everything, going for them. They got the names going for them. They got Joey Bosa. They got George Kittle, and they just had Samuel Dio, and you know, so I think that the Bears could upset the 49ers. I know a lot of people are picking the 49ers to beat us handily, but I think that we have nothing to lose and nothing to gain. We almost beat them last year, which was the game when I went to. Yeah, they did lose. The Bears had the lead and they lost it in the fourth quarter. But, Justin Peel wants to prove the 49ers they were wrong for passing him and taking Trey Lance. And Trey Lance, I don't understand how he jumped all the way from number 20 to to be the number one, to be the number second. I think was the second pick, and in this draft. Because he was like the first quarterback drafted in 2022 draft. So he was discussed to go being number 20, and then I don't know how he jumped all the way to D number 2. So, but yeah, Trey Lance hasn't beat to anybody. The last time that he won a game in the regular season was against the Houston Texans. So he's unexperienced. So we have to take advantage of that, and, of his inexperience. Um, but if we could get to Trey Lance, I think we could have a chance to win this game. I'm gonna be picking the upset Bears to upset the 49ers. The over and under is 41 and a half, and so then we're gonna be going to the Cincinnati, where the Cincinnati Bengals are going to be playing against the Steelers. This is going to be the new era for Trubisky. Trubisky, he was with the Buffalo Bills last year, so now this year he's going to be with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, they are in the same situation. He's like in the same situation where he's going to have to compete against somebody else because right behind him is Kenny Pickens, but and Trubisky wants to take over that team and he be the guy that to take over for Ben Roethlisberger because Ben Roethlisberger retired. So, um, bam, but man, the Bengals, they got Chase and they got they Joe Burrows. Man, I'm gonna think they're 6.5 favorite. I think 6.5 favored. The 44.5 on. That's the over in the under. I'm gonna be picking this Cincinnati Bengals to win this game. So then we go to the dirty. We're gonna go to Detroit Lions versus the Eagles. Now the Philadelphia Eagles, this is gonna be like I don't know, Jalen Hurts. They made some big moves in the off season, and I know that everybody's been talking about the Eagles and everything. So but yeah, and then where they're gonna be playing is Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions. And Dan Campbell. Give me the Eagles to win this game. I mean, Dan Campbell's a bunch of talk, and I know a lot of people think that Detroit is gonna make some noise in their this season. I don't think so. They so but yeah, the um over and under is 48.5, and it's four, and the point spread is 4. Then we're gonna go to Miami, where the Miami Dolphins take on the New England to the Patriots. Now this is gonna be the new era for um that one coach that from that used to coach for the 49ers. He's gonna be now coaching the Miami Dolphins. This isn't me. They just got resigned to Hill, the big acquisition that they made this year. Um, so we're gonna have the young, unexperienced coach versus you know the GOAT supposedly in the NFL, the coach, Bill Belichick. Man. So I don't think that you know that it's gonna be Tua versus no Tua versus Mac Jones. Mac. And so, man, but man, give me the Dolphins. I know they're favored by 3.5, and the over and under is 46.5. And then we're gonna go into the Washington versus the Jags. Now this is gonna be um the new era for Carson Wentz over there in Washington. He wants to prove people wrong that that he's his true starter because he was nobody picked him up. So Washington took picked him. Um, and this is gonna be the new era for the Doug Peterson for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now he wants to he's in been I think he didn't hasn't played was coaching last season. um so yeah, he wants to get this win. But I'm gonna be picking the Washington Commanders to win it. I don't believe in the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are like on the bottom of the barrel. Um, their that game is 2.5. Um, and the over and the under is 44. Now we're gonna go to the drama. We're gonna go to North Carolina, the Panthers versus the Browns. Now they have this two teams have a story. Now there's gonna be you know Baker Mayfield is gonna go against his old team. This is gonna be the revenge of Baker Mayfield. He wants to prove the Browns. They made the wrong decision. That they did him dirty, and they um, but the Panthers, but um, Matt Rule has something to prove. If he still wants to be into the NFL, he has to win this game. So, man, I don't know. Um, the Panthers, the or over is one and a negative one, and the over and under is 42. Now we're gonna be going to the Tennessee Titans versus the New York Giants. Now, this is gonna be in Tennessee. Um, you know, this is gonna be the new era of Brian Dable. This is first NFL game. Um, Tennessee. I'm gonna give me Tennessee to win this game. I they I think they got the home field advantage. They got the names. They got Derrick Henry. You know, I know the Giants. They got Danny Dimes, which I think he's a joke. You know, I don't know the Saquon Barkley. He's gonna be back. So he wants to prove people wrong. Cause last year he was out last year because so then we're to go to the Minnesota Vikings versus the Green Bay Packers, the hated Green Bay Packers. Um, you know, the the negative. I think they're not negative. I think the Green Bay Packers are favored by 1.5, and you know, um, this is gonna be a new era for the Vikings because they have a new coach. Um, and they got one of the Smith brothers. Um, but the Vikings, I think they couldn't pull this off and upset the Green Bay Packers. They're gonna the Green Bay Packers. They got they said that they got one of the best wide receivers. I think they don't. I think they got Obag, Randall Cobb, Watson. They have the Lizard, Laguana, And then they got that Sammy Watkins that always gets injured, um, but and the Green Bay Packers have the referees on their side, so that's what you know. They always get the yellow. They always get the penalties, and they got freaking Aaron Rodgers that gets away with anything that he wants, and he gets all of the penalties that he wants. So then we're gonna going back to Los Angeles where the Chargers versus the Los An- Las Vegas Raiders. Now, this is gonna be Josh McDaniels' first game as a head coach for the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, so man, but this is gonna be the revenge of Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack versus old team, the Raiders. Um, I know they were with the Oakland Raiders when he was on that team. So, but it's the same organization, you know. Um, so man, the Chargers. I think they're gonna pull off this win. They got a lot of huge names. They got Khalil Mack. They got Joey. I think Joe Bosa. They had they got and then they got Herbert, Kyle Herbert. So but I think they're negative 3.5. The Chargers and the over under is 52. And then we're gonna go for the last game of the Sunday night games. It's gonna be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. And the Dallas Cowboys are gonna be playing at home, and that they are favored 2.5, and the over and under is 50. You know, this is gonna be one hell of a match. It's gonna be Tom Brady versus Dak. The, you know, the old generation versus I don't know. Well, not the new generation, but one of the upcoming, upstart quarterbacks out there. Um, so man, it's gonna be a tough one, man. I think the Cowboys gonna pull this one off and the win. Um, as I say, it's negative 2.5, and the over and under is 50. And then we're gonna go to Monday Night Football. It's gonna be between the Seattle Seahawks versus the Denver Broncos. Now, this is gonna be a rematch for Russell Wilson. Ever since he got traded to Denver, he might want to get a play against his old team, Seattle. He wanted to stay with Seattle Seahawks. Um, but no way in heck that Seattle's gonna win this game, man. Man, Seattle is one of the worst teams. I don't even know why they got primetime. I'm the only thing I'm thinking that they got it primetime is because it's against Russell Wilson and his new team. So, but yeah, give me the Broncos to win this game. So and I think they're favored 6.5, and the over and under is 44. Um, you know, but man, so that's week one in the NFL season. So yeah, let me know what you think. Who do you have to write and die? Leave a comment below. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be streaming the Green Bay Packer game and Vikings, and then the Dallas versus the the Buccaneers game. Like I said, I was gonna stream this game between the Bills and the Rams, but since I'm gonna go to the town hall for the Chicago Bears new stadium, so yeah, so yeah, man. So just keep in tune to my channel, subscribe, and then this is your boy King Puka, and always bear down, Chicago Bears fans and NFL